It's our 200th dumpster fire!
It's wild.
It's crazy. It's been a wild ride, and we're just looking back at some of the craziness. And if you're new to this show and this channel, this is a great starter pack for everything you've been missing. This is a conspiracy theory by environmentalists to weed out the weakest members of society in order to cull the herd. They're going after the fats, the olds, the poors, and the asthmatics. I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your 200th dumpster fire! I cannot believe it.
No, I can't believe it. Yeah.
Welcome to Dumpster Fire, where we have been making burgers out of your sacred cows for 200 episodes now. We're so excited to be here still. It is truly a miracle. We launch new episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Central. Before we get into it, some upcoming comedy dates for you guys. I will be opening for Colin Quinn at Mothership May 23rd to the 25th. Please come see me there. And Colin, he's a genius. And I am starting a show at Creek in the Cave. It will be every second and fourth Thursday. There will be a link in the description below. It starts April 10th. It will be at 8 p.m. at Creek in the Cave. I'm really excited about this new show, a comedy live show with Ariel Isaac Norman. It's going to be awesome. Come see us. Dumpster Fire was born really on Twitter. I was bugging Maggie to start this show for a while, and finally I just was like, we're starting this. And it was August 26th, 2019 is when our first show dropped. I'm Bridget Phetasy, and this is your Dumpster Fire for the week of August 18th to the 24th.
One of the things I love the most is the first episode, Jean-Claude Renoir.
This is the week that I was broken by Jean-Claude Renoir. It's insane to me, first of all. Let me just rant.
We were literally just talking about Renoir, and for some reason we decided his first name was Jean-Claude, and believed it to be true, and then never checked it or anything. And
now it's happening with Jean-Claude Renoir, and I will fight for Renoir with my dying breath.
You done messed up, Aaron!
It's such a ridiculous thing to get wrong and not fact check or look at at all.
We fact checked it after. We used to do like post fact checks and post, which were kind of funny. Yeah. And now we've just started doing more fact checking.
Right.
And that's just like, because we were doing all these, like, you'll see in old dumpster fires, there will be like some kind of correction that comes along the bottom.
We were dying laughing. We were like, oh my God, we got his name wrong.
We started in this garage and truly had no idea what we were doing. We had two pop-up lights and an iPhone and lots of natural light, which is why I think I honestly looked better than any of the other dumpster fires ever since.
Yeah, we had an open door garage that just like, that was what we shot at.
Which presented a lot of other problems that you will see in the dumpster fires that made it to through the edit, but also just in all of the unedited, 90% of them was me screaming at my dog to be quiet.
Or the feral parrots. There are feral parrots in Los Angeles are a problem. Or the planes going by. Or there was always some bird parked right outside in the tree right outside that would start tweeting the moment we started shooting.
And will that bird shut the fuck up?
It literally started the second you were like, I'm Bridget Phetasy. I was like, the bird started. And the dogs would be running around. I got Jasper.
It was nuts.
Sam got Millie. And then they'd all be chasing each other and barking.
Those early days were so glorious, though. And Sam and Maggie did all of the editing. Maggie would do first pass, and Sam would do the second pass on the edit. It would take them all, like, truly all weekend. Sam would work on it. We would all sit together and do the final edit together. It was everyone's just side project, labor of love. So Maggie had a full-time job. Sam had a full-time job. I don't remember what I was doing. But
you were like writing and maybe waitressing?
Oh, yes. Mr. David's already here.
He is?
Yes, right this way.
Wow. Very very impressive.
It was early.
It's been a wild ride. Just looking at the old ones.
We say after every dumpster fire is a miracle, and it truly is. First, because it started as a labor of love, and we had no idea what we were doing, and then we had no idea about the sound, and we struggled with the sound, and things would go wrong, and we'd forget to record, and like it was just a shit show, and still kind of is.
Yeah.
Even going through the old dumpster fires, I was on the back end of YouTube, and as I was going through them, some guy commented, he's like, "Fix the white balance on your show." I'm like, I love that you think we know how to do that.
I know. People always have an issue with this, that, or the other thing, which we're just like, every dumpster fire is a miracle. It's a miracle that it gets done and up. So anything beyond that is gravy.
I mean, this is truly DIY. Like, for all of the shows online that say they're DIY, but they're not, this is a pretty flim-flam shim-sham operation.
You should see our setup right now.
Yeah, then from April 10th to July 23rd, I had a child of 2022. And I will be honest with you, after I had my daughter, I never wanted to do dumpster fire again. In the early days of her as a newborn, I was just not feeling it. I wanted to pivot out of any culture war stuff. I wanted to start my cooking show or something that was a little more wholesome. I didn't want to pay attention to the news. I didn't want to be grounded in the news cycle. And I got to tell you, I still feel that way.
Come on, kill me, I'm here.
Just kidding. And luckily for me, I had already turned it into my primary source of income.
Yeah.
And I had to come back. So, and that now I feel like it took a minute. And being postpartum is crazy, and being on camera and having to look at myself pregnant. It's not easy to like watch yourself get change like that, and then hormonally, and then we moved a year later because I'm a crazy person. April 3rd, 2023 was our last dumpster fire in Los Angeles. That time was done. We miss Sammy so much.
We miss Sammy so much.
She added so much to the show.
She really did. And everyone always asks about her still. And it's just, she was such a dynamic presence on the show.
And hilarious.
It's definitely different without her. And
with her vagina diagram.
Millions of women don't know where their own vaginas are located.
To help us find our vaginas, we brought in an expert on the subject, our very own Sammy Flaps and Folds. Sammy? Nice roll.
Thank you, Bridget. This is the vulva. This entire part is the vulva. We have our clitoral hood, which houses the clitoris. It is very tiny. On some people, maybe bigger on other people, but on some people it's pretty tiny. Then you've got these outer lips are the labia majora. They are your flaps. Then you have your inner lips, which are your labia minora, which are your folds. Then you have your urethra. That's where you pee from.
Your pee hole?
That's your pee hole. That's where you pee. Then you have the vaginal opening. This is your vagina. This is where a birthing person would have a baby.
Oh, Sam! Women!
So this is where a woman would have a baby. It's also where you would bleed from. And that's also where the P goes in the V. Then you have the anus, which is your butthole.
Beehole.
Your beehole. That's a belly.
And thank you for being sure to point out that this is not to scale.
Oh, this is not to scale.
One of my favorite moments.
One of my favorites.
One of my favorite moments ever is when she gave herself the nickname Sammy Flaps and Folds.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, because I was like, Sam, you talk about the flaps and the folds of the vagina a lot. She was always mentioning them. And then she was like, just call me Sammy Flaps and Folds. And you were like, Sam, I don't know if that's what you want to like have the internet know you as.
We should start a whole other YouTube series where it's just biology with Sam. She's like, actually, this is the folds and the flaps and the clitoral hood.
Flaps and folds.
Just call me Sammy Flaps and Folds.
Sam. I'm not sure that's really what you want to be referred to as by the internet.
I wasn't thinking with that one.
Sammy laps and folds. Sam's gonna be our spin-off series. Sammy flaps and folds.
That's gonna stick, Sam. That's gonna stick.
I'm fine with it.
Can't unring that bell.
This show has evolved a lot in a lot of different ways. You know, now I look at some of the old ones too. I'm like, they were 50 minutes long.
Well, that was during the COVID. They got pretty unwieldy during COVID.
They got too unwieldy, and we were covering too many things. And then we were shooting every other week. Once we finally got into a rhythm where we were even just shooting consistently, it was every other week because they were such a bitch to make. And now we had to, reformat them and try and make them under 20 minutes and do it twice a week. But they're still a bitch to make.
So for the past couple of days, I've just been randomly picking a dumpster fire and watching it. And I know this is arrogant to say, but it does hold up. Only because you're like, that is the weirdest story. I don't remember covering 90% of what we covered. And B, it's wild to see the evolution. Then we hit COVID, which was crazy. And I still apologize, guys. I still trusted the government. I had no idea. For people who are new, I was definitely like, yeah, what's the big deal? 2 weeks. I really believed them.
Right.
I know it's crazy, but I really did think I just underestimated what all these other people, particularly on the right, were saying. You cannot give the government this much power and they will never give it back.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's crazy. The COVID stuff was bonkers. We did little jingles all the time. Sam and I did I loved our little
put
video
your mask
we
on.
made. Yeah.
Put your mask on. Stay inside the house.
Put your mask on. Stay inside the house. Spare me my life. Spare me my life. Put your mask on. Stay inside the house. Spare me my life. Spare me my life. Here's the thing about Dumpster Fire too, just evaluating it as a body of work over the course of almost going on 6 years now. We live in a different. America is much more sober than it was. Like I was kind of like easy breezy, light and sleazy back in 2019. I'll just in my garage, I'll slut it up. She bit her lip. She rubbed her hand. She rubbed her hand over her breast, her nipple hardening like a Tic Tac. And looking pretty chill. And now I've got a child and I had to flee California. Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation. AB5, now you can't drive, there goes your next vacation. Bernie Bros and Insta hoes want commie fornication. Dream of commie fornication. Dream of commie fornication. Yeah, it's just a different time, but we had so much fun through it all. And I do feel like in the past, like changing the format since the end of last year, changing things up, shortening them, and just finding maybe it really was that Joe Biden didn't win again, because I did say I was going to quit this show if he won again. Because he was no fun to really cover, because we were just making fun of a dementia-ridden old man, and that's not really that fun.
No.
But aside from just Trump being hilarious and like perfect for Dumpster Fire, the Dumpster Fire is born during the Trump years. It's also weird. I was watching it. I'm like, we started this when Trump was president, and then he wasn't, and now he is again. Like it's fucking weird. And now I feel like I've fallen in love with it again. Like it feels silly and bonkers and different. Like we have, I've grown up a little.
She's got the Lauren Sanchez look. Someone was saying to me the other day, they were like, they really like the blazer lingerie look. I was like, oh, the Lauren Sanchez look. Yes, it's very popular.
Yes, we will credit her with that.
So we wanted to mention definitely some of our favorite moments of the show.
I loved the dolphin episode, my like early infatuation / love-hate relationship with Elon Musk. Maybe Elon is the good alien and he escaped from the bad alien planet and he came to give us the technology and help us, and none of us want help because we're idiots.
Survive in the alien wars that are coming.
And that's why he's building this whole space army and spaceships. And then he's like, oh, guys, don't go talking to those aliens. That's not how Elon.
Yeah, your impressions are spot on.
Talking to those aliens. I'm trying to do an alien trying to be a human.
I read once that if we actually wanted to learn how to talk to aliens, we should start by learning to talk to dolphins. Communication with another species, and dolphins are intelligent enough to have their own language, and that the only way we'll be successful at talking to aliens is learning to communicate with a highly intelligent species.
If you're out there, aliens, listening. I can't do dolphin. Wow. I'm not going to survive in the alien wars.
You're getting better. You're getting better.
I feel like I'm improving.
Stop it.
Getting Hope all riled up, too.
It is also hilarious to me that this man, who I correctly identified as my nemesis, speaking of my nemesis, Elon Musk, Elon is my nemesis. He's my nemesis for all of these reasons. Elon's leaving my nemesis, and then I will be free of my nemesis. Elon, I only have one question for you. Are you that fucking cool? This is why he's my nemesis, though, because he's unstoppable. I'll show you I'm a bigger person, Elon, even though you have no idea who I am. Or why you're my nemesis, has now bought my favorite platform that gave birth to Dumpster Fire and now is like the co-president of the United States.
Right?
What is happening?
It's like running the world.
No, it's crazy. I just loved how you and Sam were roasting me. You're like, oh, it's an alien. You're doing an alien impression of a dolphin. Oh, that makes sense. My alien impression
Your
of
dolphin
dolphins.
impression. Oh, you were doing an alien doing a dolphin? That's why it wasn't perfect. I get it now.
That explains.
Everybody roasting everybody was very fun. That's the thing about having 3 people, that it can be a little chaotic, but it was like such a fun dynamic of us roasting each other. And so much of that, and Maggie and I still do that. It just ends up in the unedited version.
Right. We kind of made the decision
Like
once
your
we
recent
moved.
one where you're like, I thought you meant another F word. I was like, you don't want to look like a fed, guys. Get out of those khakis.
I thought you were going to say a different F word.
Maggie's like, oh no.
Oh, here we go.
She's got too full Tony Hinchcliffe.
Wait, will you just... Yeah, so much good stuff winds up on the cutting room floor because it's inappropriate.
And it just doesn't fit.
No.
Another one of my favorite was like the Bernie Sanders, the Michael Moore.
I don't remember that at all.
I was like,
Michael Moore is one of those people who is indistinguishable in real life from his South Park character.
he really is.
Yeah.
He can just buy his way onto the debate stage. And I gotta tell you what's so disgusting about this. The all-white debate.
It's almost like he intentionally puts dandruff and crumbs on his sweatshirt when he's talking. He's like, we need to burn this. It's because of f***ing billionaires up there on stage.
Because he's got $1 billion dollars.
And this is...
If you watch him, he does look like a cartoon. His shoulders are hunched.
Ow, I think I pulled my shoulder muscle.
We are the 99%. Yes!
I'm going to have a stroke and I'll totally deserve it. Dumpster Fire is a lot like South Park. It is so, and some of the things that inspire this show and why we have so many South Park clips is South Park was like the gold standard for me growing up, and Arrested Development, which is why we have so many recurring jokes and sometimes we forget them and bring them back. Like, for instance, the first time we ever learned about Mexican weather girls.
Yep.
That was in real time. We had Hot Sauce King Dave Yates on the show, and he was telling us about the Mexican weather girls, and we were like, what are you talking about?
So right now, America's only hope, I think, is Mexican weather ladies. Because people still like watching Mexican weather ladies. Have you seen these women?
No.
You've not
I
seen these
haven't.
women.
I haven't.
I think those watching the show know that the Mexican weather ladies are on point.
I'm Googling it.
Mexican weather ladies.
It's like it's why nobody in Machu Picchu gives a care about the weather. They're like, oh, okay, it's gonna thunderstorm as long as I look at this luscious
Oh, damn.
weather lady.
Jesus. And these are real,
They
not
are hot
AI.
These are real humans.
Oh my God.
It's
They
the
are
only thing that's going to
ridiculous.
stop the AI takeover.
It's the Mexican weather
Hire
ladies.
Mexican weather
Will
ladies.
save us all.
I'm going to cut to Mexican weather lady report right now for you, coming to you.
For your viewing
From the
pleasure.
studio.
Nos espera un fin de semana espectacular. Hoy el termómetro llega hasta reportar 26 grados.
I think we should start paying attention to the weather in Mexico more often. And now it's like a regular.
Right.
It's just so funny how something like that it really is very improvisational. Like, something like that can become just a staple of the show, to the point that this is what you guys want me to do now when I hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel. Maggie and I are going to keep taking a walk down memories lane, but before we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, touch my bells and buttons. Please tell your friends about us. And please help us reach our goal of 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And you guys have spoken. When we hit 100,000 subscribers, I will do my best Mexican weather report. You have to stick around through the ad to see the weather report, guys. Sorry, them's the rules. Today's episode is brought to you by, appropriately, our ride or die Sheath Underwear. They have been with us for so long. We love this company. They are our longest running sponsor. They have stuck with us through thick and thin, and it is like, that means so much to me as a business owner, and they're a small business. They have the patented dual pouch system, which is revolutionary, cradles your balls lovingly, and they have a separate pouch for the genitalia, and it keeps everything separate from the legs, so you're nice and comfortable and nothing's sticking together. It's getting hot. I see everybody out there doing yard work, and I want to walk by and be like, Jim, nice lawn. You should get some Sheath underwear. Everyone who tries his underwear swears they'll never go back. My husband won't wear anything else. And there's also a women's line. Don't forget us. Women! We've got cute booty shorts. They're moisture wicking. They balance our pH so we stay fresh. Go to sheath.com and use the promo code dumpster to get 20% off your entire order. That's sheath.com, promo code dumpster to get 20% off. Link is in the description below. And now let's check the weather with our OG, Yanette Garcia.
Donde podemos apreciar el frente frío número 62 de la temporada, que ya se localiza estacionario sobre el noreste de la República Mexicana. Sin embargo, al interactuar con el aporte de humedad proveniente del Golfo de México, estará provocando para este fin de semana estas lluvias. Y bueno, para la próxima.
Thank you, Yanette. You were the woman who started this all.
There's a hole in the sky where the tree once was, and then there's a hole in the castle where the brother once was. That was Bridget's impromptu jingle. That was one of my favorites.
A magnificent tree was murdered. The mighty dollar cut it down.
There's a hole in the sky where the tree once stood. Somebody's making money.
There's a hole in the sky where the tree once was. Somebody's making money.
Can we just talk about how they're pissed that they can't use Royal anymore?
Yeah, it's
Like, bitch, this is what you wanted. What did you think?
I know. You signed up to be part of the royal family. Then you were like, nope, too much pressure. I'm out. But you still want to, what, the perks, the benefits?
Yeah, and
No.
the title. No. Get your shabby ass out of the fucking castle.
And back to Canada.
Go back to Canada where you belong. There's a hole in the castle where the brother once stood. Meghan Markle's making money.
And then there's always Bridget trying to wink is always hilarious. I remember the first time you ever attempted a wink on camera. We were like, what is that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Was it an attempt at a wink? Try it again. There we go.
And the historical dumpster fires. Oh my God. We're going to bring them back.
Those are labors of love too. Like, cause they require costumes and I was watching earlier and the one where you were dressed as Marie Antoinette and you kept eating the cake and I kept yelling at you because of continuity.
Then we have...
I'm going to eat more cake.
You've got to stop eating it though, because I'm worried about continuity for later in case we need to add stuff in. Like... Give us a Phetasy news, though. No, wait. Give us Phetasy news before you eat that. God damn it!
I was watching.
But you couldn't stop eating.
I was watching the Titanic one where I'm like,
old Bridget Phetasy.
I'll never get this wrong.
A lifeboat for every pleb. Old Bridget Phetasy. Trust old Bridget Phetasy.
Guys, guess what? I've secured a berth on the Titanic. Things are looking up for old Bridget Phetasy. I feel like finally I'm going to make my way to the new world. What could possibly go wrong? I'm feeling good about this. Old Bridget Phetasy isn't going to stand by while these poor suffer. I'll tell you that. If I have to spend my lifetime with the plebs, fighting for the plebs, then so be it. Every lifetime from here on, I will be a voice of the plebs. A lifeboat for every pleb. A lifeboat for every pleb.
Yeah, there's then the ones where you were super pregnant right before you went on maternity leave.
And that's where the t-shirts, there's the conspiracy theory, there's lead in the aqueducts. Oh, those are so fun.
Conspiracy Corner with Sammy Flaps and Folds.
There's lead in the aqueducts. Don't drink the water in the aqueducts.
Sam,
there's lead.
Spouting your crazy nonsense.
This is a miracle of engineering.
There is lead in the aqueducts.
It brings us clean water. It is a feat of engineering that has saved us.
Then just all of our musical, like there is actually, we have a project that once we have time for it.
And once you have a couple million lying around.
We are going to write the musical we've always threatened to write. We've even started to kind of story arc it and structure it. But there's so much, like there are snippets of it throughout various episodes. We'll put a couple in, but we don't want to give away the farm in terms of too much exposure of exactly what the structure of it is, but
it's going to be so good. Everything, everyone, every word, everything is canceled, canceled, canceled. And I'm going to lose my mind. Every day is canceled, canceled, canceled. Behold, for I have come to my awakening, my awokening.
I have seen the light, and it is not white.
We must change the definitions of words, change the definitions of words to fit the narrative. So much. I do want to hear from everybody in the comments. So many, it was really cool to hear from you guys on Twitter. I posted that it's our 200th episode coming up, and people in the comments were saying like it got them through deployment, even in spite of our
backwards flag.
You guys, we do that just to give, it's like shows the tone of the show. We're irreverent. We literally, like everything is up for grabs, including us. Roast us. They were saying they've been since like day one watching the show. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I'm excited about all the people who are discovering us, and it's still like you're still getting in. I feel like an infomercial. You're still getting in on the ground floor.
It's still early days of Dumpster Fire before it blows up. You're still one of the cool kids who discovered it early.
You get to say you've heard of this channel before 100,000. You're still here on the ground floor at Dumpster Fire. Dumpster Fire Inc. Looking at the world and then even my own personal life, single, living my life, to now having a almost 3-year-old.
Yeah. It's quite a body of work. I'm very
is.
proud of it.
I'm very proud of it.
Every time one goes up, and especially now watching them live with the audience in the premiere, I'm always so proud of it afterwards. I'm always like, this is something I'm proud of. And to me, like, I'm proud of that episode. I'm proud of that edit I did. I'm proud of that, like, whatever it might be, but it's a labor of love for sure.
And that's why we do it. We should do another round about dumpster fire too.
Yeah.
And just like reminisce about, we'll do another round about it.
Yeah.
So if you want to join Phetasy.com for another round behind the paywall, honestly, the best way you can support this show is to become subscribers.
A paid supporter.
A paid supporter.
Phetasy.com. Yeah. Because subscribers is confusing now with YouTube subscribers and all that.
Yes. Become a cult member of the fam.
We do love this show. It's clearly a labor of love because there was no reason it should have ever made it to 200
all of
episodes.
It. Phetasy, all of it.
And we thank you guys so much for your love and support and time.
So many times when I wanted to quit this show, truly, it was like, talk about a God in rehab, they call it a God shot, or in recovery, where you'll be like, I'm going to drink. Like, this happened to me one night. I was waiting tables and I had a bad night. It was pretty early in sobriety. And I was like, I'm going to drink. I'm drinking tonight. I'm going out after work and I'm getting a drink. And my last table was this woman in recovery that I knew, who I was friends with. And I was like, God damn it. And the same thing happens with dumpster fire. Every time I wanted to quit this show, every time somebody would email me or DM me and be like, dumpster fire got me through X. I can't thank you enough. Like, dumpster fire helped me with this. It helped me feel not crazy. So many people felt crazy. I had a woman run up to me when I was home and tell me to keep going with this when we were back in Rhode Island. And she's like, you don't understand. Like, I work in corporate. I cannot say any of this stuff. You have to keep saying it for us. And every time I was like, I'm done with this, one of you reached out and said, thank you. And I would not be doing this if I didn't think it meant something to you. We really, none of this matters without you guys. So I will get emotional if I keep talking. Thank you for making it to 200 with us.
Thank you.
I hope we make it to another 200 more.
Yep.
Go to Phetasy.com to get the unedited version for paying supporters. Also, I'm just living in the chat over there. It's lovely. It's like my walled garden. I post pictures of food. We talked about all of our weekend projects. I kind of take the chat from the YouTube chat and we just keep it going over in Substack, and it's actually quite lovely now that it's paywalled. And I was like, why is there so many mean people in here? I'm like, oh, my chat's open. And then I walled that shit just for subs, and it's been amazing. Join us right here on YouTube every Tuesday and Friday night at 8 p.m. Central for a new Dumpster Fire. We do a live chat, which is always hilarious. I always try to be there unless I have comedy. We moved Walk-Ins Welcome off this YouTube channel, so please, everyone go subscribe to our new YouTube channel, Walk-Ins Welcome with Bridget Phetasy. Another great labor of love that we enjoy. There's a link in the description. Thank you to everyone who helps make Dumpster Fire possible. Thank you to Sheath for sponsoring today and so many of our episodes. We would not be here without them. So support the companies that support us as well. And Maggie, this would not exist without you.
Thank you, Bridget. It would certainly not exist without you, the lady in front of the camera.
I just feel like, Jesus, you must never want to hear my voice again every week. And now to cleanse your palate, the internet is glorious.
We were in the middle of our tournament when my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
Tell me about your home. My house is in the hills above Tehillo. It's this really simple place. Pink stones that warm in the sun.
remember, guys, life is absurd. If nothing else, you can tell from the last 6 years of dumpster fires. Don't take yourself so seriously. Take the work seriously. Don't take yourself so seriously. This has been your dumpster fire. I'm Bridget Phetasy. Now make me rich. I was just thinking of how we needed like a log line. Everyone's like, you need like a catchy log line at the end of your YouTube thing, and you need to like end it with a call to action. And we were like, well, trying to come up with something clever. And I'm like, all log lines are just people saying, now make me rich.
Right. like asking for money.
Yeah,
basically.
that's pretty much or to like whatever. And so that's how that's how that one came about, in case you were wondering. We were like, let's just be honest.
And the unicorns dance while the world burns, world burns.